Alright guys, the time is now. We're going back to dispatch one way or another. I'm finally getting to it. I've mentioned before, I think when I was playing dispatch, that I wanted to do a Sims 4 series where I create the Z-Team and just kind of like put them in houses and see how they do. I just think that'll be a fun series to do. So yeah, we're gonna start that today. I've divided up the characters into different houses that I'm gonna do. Not all of them will be made today, because that is a lot of Sims to try to make in one go. And this video will be like 2 hours long if I do that, and I'd rather this be like a bit of a series. So these first few episodes are gonna be me making the different houses and like setting them up, and then we'll eventually get them all together. For this first house that I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna do Malevola, Sonar, and then I'm gonna do my self-insert OC for dispatch that I've created. I've worked on him a bit. I want to get some like art done of him at some point. I've done a little bit of drawing for him, but yeah, well, you'll get to see him. Unfortunately, with the Sims, you can't really make like a dude with a bat head. So Sonar and Amp are not gonna quite look how they do within the game dispatch, but we're gonna you'll see, we're gonna kind of work our way around that as much as we can. I think what I'm gonna do for Sonar probably is just make him look a lot like Moist Critical, but with like some features that are a little bit more Sonar coded. So that's gonna be our kind of workaround for him. As for Amp, I'm just gonna try my best to make him look how I would picture Amp if he was like a human. Or fully human, I guess. So yeah, we're, to start off, gonna do Malevola. It's got this little quiz for me to do before I start. And then we get to customize her. Let's do adult. At social events, she's not quite picking fights. I wouldn't say the guitar person. She is very much like, I would say, the life of the party in terms of these answers. Because yeah, when we see her at the party at Robert's house, she's pretty vibing, she's having a great time dancing around. The people love her, and why wouldn't they? How do I feel about love? It's kind of hard to tell with her, because in the comics, it does seem like she is attracted to both men and women, perhaps? I'm not entirely sure. It does at the very least seem like she's attracted to women. Because she went to a strip club with Sonar in the comic they had together, and she seemed to be having a great time, so I don't know. But she doesn't have like a romantic path in the game, obviously, which is something a lot of people complained about. So yeah, it's hard to kind of gauge how she feels about it. I'm gonna say she keeps her options open. That seems like it makes sense for her.
Ah, them could say
Expressing
so.
myself artistically, I prefer to probably function over form. She seems like someone who's pretty practical. Well, besides her outfit, but, you know, she's cunty, so she gets to do that. I need someone to watch their child. To me, Malevola is very big sister coded. So I personally feel like she would be pretty good at watching kids. I don't know if she'd want to necessarily. She gets along with Waterboy, who is not a child, but is kind of like the younger guy on the Z-Team besides Gollum. So yeah, I could see her being good for it. I'm gonna say she's good for the job. What do I like to do outdoors? None of these are quite right. I'm gonna skip that one. It's open mic night at the bar, and I'm not quite any of those either. Let's try something else. What's most important to me when selecting a place to live? I'm gonna say communal living, because I think canonically her and Sonar do live together in an apartment. What's the first thing I do after a long day of work? I feel like she's probably one of the only people on the Z-Team who should be allowed to cook, frankly. I think she might be into that. I don't see her cleaning the house the first day after she gets home. Like, that's... no. Taking a shower, though? I could also see that. I'll do that one. That seems like
Oh.
What's the best way to celebrate my big family reunion?
Huh.
Probably this one. I think she has some family drama. Or at least, like, kind of what we gauge based on our conversations in the game. I think she's got weird stuff going on. The big game is tonight. What do I do? Probably go to the bar. How much voodoo do I do to my friends for my own amusement? Well, I wouldn't say she quite does that. I might skip that one. What do I save my money for? I'm gonna say it. I mean, she's responsible from the looks of it. But also, I know she does like to have fun. We do see that from her. So I feel like she's kind of a live in the moment type of person.
Oh.
As a child, I wanted to work. Probably for herself. This is a man. I gotta change that for sure. Yeah, she's not a man, but how do I... Is there a way to change that? Hold on. There we go. As far as voice goes, I'd say warm.
Gossip? Have you through ya? Oh, Zatorg!
Yeah, that may be good. I feel like that's in the range. Walk style. Should I give her a feminine walk? I don't know if that's quite her. Maybe it's not. I haven't really paid attention to how she walks in game. I could give her that, because she does have, like, the girl boss energy about her. Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm gonna make sure she has her muscles, don't even worry about it. We'll be going nowhere. Determine your Sim's romantic boundaries. No. Well, yeah, probably. Any non-physical... Yeah, I feel like she'd probably only get offended if it was... Well, I don't know. Because she's a very touchy person. So I don't think she'd get offended by people, like, really touching her partner that much. I just don't think she'd really think about it. Sim feels jealous when your romantic partner being physical romance. Yeah, probably. For sure. I can't see who wouldn't, but... Change, but occupied with other Sims. No, I'll do that. Because I feel like the Z team is pretty fine jokingly flirting with each other, so I'll keep that as a no. Both men and women will do that. Most of them I probably will make bi. Flambe, though, will be gay whenever I do make him, because I think that's canon. But I think a lot of them I'm gonna make bi, or at least whatever vibe I think they have. Gender... It'd be funny if she could do both. I don't think that's an option, though. What if I said yes? Nah, I won't do that. Okay, friend of the world. The Sim wants to make and keep as many friends as they can. Probably true. She does seem like a very open kind of person. Nothing. What is her main goal? I mean, she cares a lot about other people. We see that with how she is with Sonar. And we also see that with Waterboy whenever they get their synergy bonus. Yeah, she's a caring person. I think that one could be a good... I'll go with that. There's also another one. Party animal. Neighborhood confidant. You know what? Let's do that. I feel like that could be good. Wants to provide all manner of advice to be a positive influence in the lives of their neighbors. Seems good to me. What is this? Gregarious. Build friendly relationships faster. Okay. Cheerful. Can be, but I'm not gonna keep that one. Family oriented. I'll take that out for now. I will keep outgoing though. So let's see. Self-assured, I would say, yeah.
Yikla!
She does have a lot of confidence, I would say. What else do we have? I wouldn't say she's lazy at all. Yeah, she's not a mean person. She can definitely push boundaries a bit, but I think that she doesn't quite realize that. There's like not ill will there. Bro? That could be a good one actually. She does kind of have a bro vibe.
Haha! Pip-a-moy, Arbo! Woo!
Yeah, I'll do that one. Activity. Oh, we get to decide her preferences. I'm gonna say fitness, yeah. Handiness, probably.
Fambona Warfa.
I don't think she'd be into gardening, really.
Ah! Kanaya!
She is kind of mischievous.
Bethessa?
Mix up.
Anji Chilo! Arbin. Baffa.
Hard to decide like what all she wouldn't like.
Ah! Kanaya!
I don't think she'd be into fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good for that. Colors, I think she likes red.
Fambona Warfa.
Or black. I'll just do a lot of the colors that are in her color palette.
Arbin. Conkaroo!
As far as dislikes, I don't think I'll give her any. Music. I definitely think she'd be into alternative. Let's see.
Woo!
Maybe world music?
Oh!
Probably some pop. I don't think she fucks with classical at all, so I'll do that. Yeah. Spooky music, yeah, why not? Dance music. I don't think that's really her speed.
Sakini.
Or Winter Holiday.
Hishinoi.
Those are good. And then story. I don't think I've seen this part before. Career. I mean, she is kind of work-oriented. She does try her best to do well at SDN. Oh, these are all part of it. Okay, that's just kind of the story that it's developed for her. Okay. Did all the personality parts. That is how it's spelled, correct? Hold on, but M-A-L-E-V-O-L-A. Yep. Okay. And then last name is Gibb. She's one of the few that actually do have a last name, canonically. Now, we can do some customization. I won't show off the entire process, because I know that's going to take me forever. So I'll kind of show you the beginning of it, and then you'll get to see the full product at the end. Alright, first, I'm curious if you can do red as a skin tone at all. You actually can. Did not expect that. Yeah, let's do that. That's closer to the shade, I think. Yeah. So you can, in fact, do red. Did not expect that. There's also gray for when I do sonar, so I might do part of that for him. But that is pleasing to know. I'm glad they add that. It's really gonna look like her. As far as hair goes, she's got nice long hair. Let me spit on it. Alright. Kinda, but not quite. I don't know. Hers, I think, well, yeah, it's about that length. Let's see if there's anything else that would work better before we go with this. No. Also no. That could be good, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that. I think that is a good option for her. It's a bit curlier, but I like that. I think that works for her a lot. Okay, good. As far as makeup goes, I don't think she has any. I'm gonna take that off.
Huh.
Yeah, there. Doesn't have any headwear. I'm gonna change her face up if I can. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That already kind of nice. Actually, she does have some makeup. She has lipstick. I just realized. Okay. Yeah, she's got like a dark lipstick. Let me try that. That could be. Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably the closest approximate for what she has. Well, maybe not the shape. Let's change that up. Hers is a bit more like that. It's kind of hard to gauge. Yeah, I think that will probably be good. I don't see one that I like better. So yeah, we'll do that for her. Her eyes. I'm curious if we're able to do her yellow eyes. That is one of my favorite details that she has. And you'll probably gauge from my character, but I really like the pupilless eyes that are shaped like that. And actually, her eyes look a lot like mine. Oh dang, I don't think yellow's a color I can do. I guess we'll do brown then. Just like kind of golden-y brown. I think that's about the closest we can get to that. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit pointed while also having the kind of lash. I think that works. I just don't see a better color to go with, unfortunately. Well, you know, that it's kind of yellowy. Then again, I'm colorblind, but to clarify, not fully colorblind, I just have trouble differentiating shades from each other. She does have really nice brows. They're just kind of like classic brow shape. Nah, a little thicker than that. That could be good. Yeah, I think that's a good shape there. I do wish I could make her eyes look more accurate, but I don't think there's really a way. I can kind of make that yellow, maybe? Can't decide what I like better. Now we'll take it off. I could outline it with yellow, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna play around with it for a bit, and you guys will get to see what it looks like at the end. Until then, fast forward to the future, I guess. Alright guys, here's the level up finished for you. I couldn't find the specific type of tank that she wears where it's like, goes like that, but this is the closest I could find. I also, whenever I was customizing, realized that she does have like nails, so I did that. And we got the shores that have the fraying there. I'm pretty actually happy with how this turned out. I do wish I could have given her like something to emulate horns, but as far as making her in The Sims goes, this is pretty accurate, I think. Pretty excited about that. So now that means it's time to do sonar. So let's go ahead and add new sim.
One genie, Lorette.
And we're just gonna kind of make him look like Charlie, like I said, but with some details that kind of emulate the fact that he is, in fact,
What is
like sonar, you know? I'm not just trying to make Charlie in The Sims. So let's do... let's see, I need to look up a picture of him, actually. I know what he looks like, but I need to have a good reference. I'd love to make him short, but sonar canonically is not. So we're just gonna make him about the height that he would... Actually, I can't really change their heights. I can only change their age. So, ignore that. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna give him gray skin if I can, if that looks nice. Because that is an option. It does look a little odd. I'm not sure if I should go with that or not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. I'll keep it for now. I'd love to be able to make his nose look kind of pink, but I don't know if there's quite a way for me to do that. But yeah, this is gonna be one that's kind of hard to do, because I'm trying to think of like how to properly blend them. We're definitely gonna give him hair that's like Charlie's. That's a non-starter. So let's go with something like that, maybe. And then we'll make it maybe gray. No, that looks weird. Making his skin gray was a choice that I might change, actually. I don't love that. We're just gonna make him... Yeah, let's do that. And then I might filter it to where I can also have feminine hair, because otherwise we might not find exactly what we want. No, I don't like that. God, yeah, this is tough, because I've got to make sure that it does not just look like Charlie. Yeah, let's take that out. Maybe I need to not give him the Charlie hair. I'm trying to decide if that works for him or not. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna give him facial hairs. Maybe that'll help. Gonna do. I don't love facial hair, but I think it makes sense to do. It'd be weird without it, I think. Yeah, that's close to what Charlie had. I might just change the hair to be something more sonar-coded than to make it look too much like Charlie, because I think it's gonna not quite look the way I want if I do that. But yeah, I'll get back to you. You'll see what the finished product looks like whenever I'm done. Oh, actually, I forgot. We gotta do this part first. Never mind that. Obviously, we gotta start with fortune for him. We're gonna do rich and have a successful career. Yeah, for sure, that's gonna be what he is. We'll do preferences after. So let's see. Self-assured, yeah. He is a genius.
Oh.
Even though he's a dumbass, he's a genius. Could do goofball, he's a bit of a goof. Let's see. Could do foodie, maybe. I don't know. He can be a little lazy, but I wouldn't do that for him. Even materialistic? No. It's also tempting to put bro there, but nah. I wouldn't call him a loner, even though he's got that whole alpha bullshit that he tries to put up that front of. I don't think that's who he is. Snob? Nah. We'll do poop.
Chinabda? Oh!
At the end of the day, he is a silly guy. Now, for preferences... He does like to make a joke, we'll do that.
Onya Flurbis.
I don't think he's super into working out.
Maybe Hana! Sepine? Vimba.
Fishing, definitely not.
Marja.
Cooking either.
Wifta.
Mischief, yes.
Oh.
Video games,
Shurga.
yeah.
Onya
I'll do yes for
Flurbis.
rocket science.
Huh.
That's not his, like, thing,
Huh.
but I'll do that anyway. Programming, probably.
Oh. Shurga.
I feel like he's kind of tech-oriented. Mixology, yeah.
Huh. Markle Shufi. Jabina.
That should be good on that. Colors, looks like probably.
Huh. Markle Shufi. Jabina.
Blue and red.
Huh.
Okay.
Markle Shufi. Jabina.
He probably says he's into classical music. Just seems
Lurbis.
smart.
Baloney.
Even though he doesn't have to do that.
Alubas.
I just feel like he's the type. Retro, maybe. I do think he'd like pop.
Oh, yips.
And maybe S-pop as well. But I don't know. He's probably not into winter holiday music.
They can annoy.
Would he like R&B? Hip hop? He probably does, yeah.
Pngtuber, wake to do.
Does he like to hit the honk shua? I don't know. Nah, that's stupid. Yeah, why not?
Oh, Yibbs. Ha ha.
You know what? Electronica.
Ah, Pngtuber, wake to do.
Okay, so now that the traits are done, I think that will probably be good for now, and then I'm gonna work on customizing him and come back to y'all. I don't know what to make his last name, actually. I could do Victor as his first name and Sonar as his last name. I feel like that's maybe the only way I can go about this. I don't know. Do I like that? I don't know. Yeah, why not? I feel like he's gonna try to have a bit of a swagger walk. Yeah. Yeah, just household member. They have a very, like, I don't ship them personally. They're like besties to me. Change his romantic preferences. Where's that at? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let me change that. How do I do that? Ah, there we go. Men and women. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Cool. So that'll be all good for his traits then. And I'll get back to y'all when his design is finalized. I think I've managed to reach a compromise, kind of. I ended up giving him the long hair after all. Kind of like Charlie's. I got the best approximate of that. And I made it gray. I know he's a bit of a darker gray, but I didn't like the way that looked on him. It just made him look old. This, I mean, I guess this could kind of also make him look old, but to me it just feels like it's more dyed, especially because I made the eyebrows and beard a different color. And I made those brown to kind of match Charlie's. The eyes, since there's not white, I just did this really pale color here. I don't think there's a way for me to really make that lighter, but yeah. I did end up giving him a little bit of like eyeshadow going on. I wasn't going to, but I did it by accident and it just looked really cool, so I was like, yeah, you know what? He can have cunty eyes. They didn't have something that was exactly like his suit. I know he doesn't normally have pinstripe, but I don't know. I thought that worked pretty well for him, because it has the blue color, then the little bit of red, the white, and all that. He's got his pants, fancy little shoes. He is a very lanky lad. Kind of, from what I've seen of him, whenever we've seen him kind of not have a shirt in like some of the little comic art, he does look incredibly skinny. Like, that man has no muscle mass whatsoever. So yeah. And it kind of fits in with the whole thing of him not really being good at combat at all unless he's in his monster form. Yeah. I did not expect to be pleased with this one at all. I was kind of frustrated as I was doing it. Because it's like, this is just not going to look like him. But I think with what we have, considering that he has to be a human and not like a bat creature, that this is not horrible. I can be pleased with this. So now we have our sonar here. And that means, last but not least, today we're gonna do my self-insert character, Amp. And this one's gonna be a bit tough to figure out what to do as well. So maybe not as bad. I'm just gonna try to imagine what he would look like as a person. Without, you know, I don't have to reference like a whole other human that exists in the world to do this, so it'll be a little easier than Sonar's was. But yeah, let me see what I should do here. As far as traits go, oh, you know, I never edited Sonar's voice. I might go back and do that later. So yeah, for my traits, what should I do for my aspiration? So kind of with him, his goal is, I guess, redemption. In a way, because basically, I'm not gonna get all into his story. I'll uncover that more over time. But he used to work for some bad people. He didn't want to do that, but he was kind of left with no choice. So he worked for some really bad people. He's done bad things. He didn't quite kill anybody, but almost, you know. So he got into the SDN program because Sonar heard about him and how he was getting arrested, and he decided to intervene because Amp is another bat hybrid person, and I thought it would be interesting to have that be like, oh, you see this kind of younger version of yourself in a way who's going through this like life of crime and needs to get back on the right path. And so in this version of the lore that I have, Sonar did get booted from the team and work with the Red Ring, and now he's getting redeemed over time. And a little bit after that happened, here we are now with Amp joining the Z team via Sonar. So it's kind of like, as Sonar has been redeeming himself and proving himself back to everyone on the Z team, he's teaching someone else how to do that too, and kind of healing through that. So I don't know, I thought that was a fun concept. I can get more into it some other time. But yeah, he's just kind of trying to function as a person, because he hasn't gotten to really be one for his whole life. He's always done things other people told him to. But yeah, I think he really just wants freedom and to make up for all the things that he's done. Let's do... look at nature. White. Friend of the world. Part of me wants to do that, but also he's very bad at social interaction. That's not really his forte. So, oh shoot. I didn't know that was an option. That's crazy. None of these are quite what I would have done for now.
Hoo-hoo!
Oh. What would be a good path to put him in? The Sims needs to add more aspirations, I think. I hope they end up doing that.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's do Curator, I guess. Because that... Well, I'll take a look at the knowledge ones in a second. But this seems like maybe it could be good, because it's just kind of collecting everything and seeing the world. So that could work. What ones do come in this one? Oh. Interesting. I could do this, because he does have good intelligence stats. That is one of the ones that he shares in common with Sonar, is that his intelligence is higher. But he does not have great, I forget what all the stats are, dang it, hold on. Dispatch stats. So yeah, Amp has good intellect and vigor, but he does not have good combat or mobility. He does, however, get those whenever he's in his monster form. So instead of having intellect and vigor, he gets combat and mobility. Charisma, he does not have great either way. That's just not his forte. So that's what he... And the way he differs from Sonar is that he is not charismatic at all. Yeah, I might do that. Because Amp is resourceful, but also intelligent.
Ooh.
So we'll do that. And some of this I can kind of base on myself, because not only... He is a character, but he is also supposed to be me. So this will be easier to do, yeah, this whole situation. He's not self-assured. Definitely not. I wouldn't say romantic at all. He can be a bit gloomy, I think. Maybe. I'll do genius.
Huh. Oh!
Or maybe not genius, I'll do bookworm.
Huh. Sugar.
Can be kind of a loner at times. But I'm worried that that's gonna... Well, it's gonna make it more difficult for him to get along with people when I play. But that does kind of go tied in with who he is and his lore. So yeah, we'll do that. But loyal for sure, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Because whenever he does have a friend or someone who's shown him kindness and he gets like a bond with them, there's pretty much nothing you can do to take him away from that. He will defend you with everything he has. So yeah, I'll do that. I think that should be good. I could do clumsy instead of one of these, possibly. So I don't know. Maybe not loner. I'll take that off, and I'll do clumsy. Because he can't see very well. That's gonna running bit that's gonna happen of him being he can't see. He does wear glasses, but he ends up breaking them often because whenever he does his echolocation, it shatters the glass. So that's just kind of a running bit that will happen with him. Yeah, let's see preferences. He does like comedy.
Oh.
He does not like
Sugar. Sepine.
Does like handiness.
Huh. Oh. Sugar.
Video games, yeah. Writing, yes.
Onya Flurbis.
Does not like the violin. That's just a personal thing. I played the violin for 3 years and I sucked at it, so I'm just doing that for catharsis. Let's see. Yeah, that might do it for that. Color, my favorite's yellow.
Oh.
I'm gonna do that. I also love green.
Sugar.
Orange.
Huh.
So I'll do that.
Markle
I hate the color gray. Otherwise, though, I think that... Actually, I like brown as well.
Onya Flurbis. Huh.
Cool. Music, a little repetitive.
Nibimbus
Nature soundscapes.
Ah, Pngtuber, wake, Flurbus, baloney.
Sometimes I do like pop, it
Bus.
depends, but I'll click it.
Oh, yibs.
I don't like Winter Holiday.
Marcia?
I like Spooky.
Flurbus,
I
baloney.
hate R&B. I hate to say that,
True. Oh,
because I know that's
yeah,
probably
besides.
upsetting for people. But to me, R&B always makes me uncomfortable because it's very much sexual music, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just not something I like to listen to.
Oh,
So yeah,
simple. Nay.
no offense, it's just not my speed. Let's do that.
Oh, yibs. Ha ha.
Okay, so all the traits there are done. As far as his name goes, his name is Amp. Last name, I truly have no idea. I planned on having him be kind of like a younger brother figure to Sonar in a way. I don't think I'm gonna give them that relationship via this thing, just because it's more of adopted. Unless I can do that in an adoptive way, but they are not physically related. Last name... Do I have to have one? Because I might give him one in The Sims, but canonically he does not have one. So I will do... let's just do Bat, why not? He is Bat. Okay. Ignore it. Don't even worry about it. Let's customize this a bit. Neither. No. Yes. Men. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So that works for that.
What a shoots day.
Malfoy Bifose!
Yibosa! Yazid! Ravuda!
Omiva!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure, why not? But it's...
Yep.
yeah, this is gonna be default. None of these really say PM. Should I just give them that relationship? Nah. No, let me actually fix that. So if I do that first, then it can be there.
Huh.
That's not what I wanted. How do I... Let's do that. Close enough. I don't know if there's a way I can do that better. Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
Okay, we ball. Now for customization, definitely gonna take off that. He doesn't need a hat. I might give him one, who knows. I do wear a lot of hats. I'll make his skin tone kind of tan. Maybe it's just because it's with the blonde. Yeah, let's change that. Facial hair, I gotta get that off of there. There's no... But yeah, I'm gonna play around with this for a bit, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. So this is what I was able to put together for Amp. It's not ideal for what I would have gone with. Obviously, he's human, which is not what I would have wanted, but this is the best I could do in Sims. They didn't really have anything that was quite his style of clothes, really. I wanted him to have something that's kind of semi-formal, but not entirely. Because I bet he would kind of try to emulate Sonar's style a bit, of being a bit more formal, but also not wanting to wear a suit and, like, be businessman, professional. I think he'd probably wear more, like, tech wear type stuff. I imagine his aesthetic being more, like, cyberpunk-y. But I don't know. I haven't really made an outfit for him, to be honest. Because I can't draw clothes well or anthropomorphic stuff well, so I just did, like, his top half whenever I was drawing him. Just like the shoulder up profile. So he doesn't have like a full defined outfit yet, but this is the closest I could get to like tech wear while still having somewhat of his style. It's not perfect, but it's neat looking. So I think we'll go with this. I actually forgot to... Oh, he's already young adult. I forgot to add that, but he is younger than them. Because he's like my age. But yeah, that'll do it for the Sims that I've made. We'll make it the Gibb household, why not? It's probably Malevola's house and then we're all kind of sharing it. I wish I could edit their heights, because realistically, Malevola is the tallest, then Sonar is a little shorter, and then Amp, canonically in the lore that I've made, is incredibly short, like 5 foot. And his ears give him an extra like 7 inches, so he seems like he's 5'7", but realistically his head is at 5 foot. But yeah, this is what we're gonna have, because I can't edit them otherwise. So now, we're just gonna set up a very simple house for them, and hopefully be able to like make something feasible, just kind of like a little apartment, because that's what Sonar and Malevola have in comics. Yeah, let's just... Willow Creek's probably our best bet. And let's just like a little apartment-style building. We can afford these kind of houses. We're gonna put them in this little house. Sure, it can be furnished. Or should I... It would be... Oh, what? Oh, that's remaining funds. I thought that was how much it cost, and I was confused. So I could do it that way, but I think it's, in the long run, gonna be better if we just do it like this. Less to worry about. I'll edit the furniture and stuff later and get it actually seeming like that. Alright, it's been a minute since I played The Sims. So like the actual stuff,
Hey boy,
I don't remember quite how to do.
yeah, sure. Fun trip Nipso.
Let's,
Thepit mom. Zapaid.
Dag dag.
that.
Olaba.
We're just gonna try to
Flurbus.
up their friendship a bit. Because these two are besties, so I want their relationship to be really good. And an envoy arrives with the call to seek out treasures? Okay. What is this? There's always something happening that I can't do anything
Supta.
with.
Mobsy.
Rasha Parvaleo. Conjure.
So,
Quinarb. Abano Plerum Ganira. Teebs.
yeah, we're just gonna
Shephanaz
try to up their
Nabium
friendship a
Rabaza.
lot. What the
Seven,
hell are you?
Jiffa! Tenabib Balinga. Nervous Yapik, huh?
God, okay. How do I move
Oofa.
into... Oh,
Balvinva.
you can press these. I love this fridge and this
Give it a
oven,
round.
actually. That's really
She's
cute.
a breeze.
So I think maybe Sonar and Malevola can share a room and then Amp can have that one. Or I can make like a tiny makeshift room somewhere in here. It's not a whole lot of space to do that, but we'll see. First things first, I do want to get a computer so they can apply for
Slowfa.
jobs.
Close it.
So let's do that if we can. How do we... Ah, yeah, build mode. We're just gonna try to make something that they can use. For now, I think that's gonna do it for the house building. We'll get them settled in and have them claim their beds. That's assign bed to Malevola. Sonar, let's do assign bed. And then Amp, where the hell are... Oh, you're just talking to random people? That's not like you. Yeah, let's try to build some friendship here. Small talk. Check in on him, why not? Why are you talking to this random woman? Who is she? It goes against your very nature to just be talking to this person you don't know. I got a reward. What do you mean? Crazy work. Anyway. Sonar browsing books. Sounds about right. Yeah, why don't you guys hang out? Get along, everybody. We're just gonna, like, get everyone's base stuff built up. I won't try to build up too much with Amp right now, because this, he's newer to the group, so they probably don't have a super close relationship yet. But I definitely want Sonar and Malevola to be really good friends. Likely thing for him to do, I think. He's all got all kinds of crazy, brilliant ideas to share, and it's all just Ponzi schemes. Charisma skill, we did it, guys. Oh yeah, they have stats in this game. So let's... There's, yeah, all the skills and things, so he's got some charisma. I'll try to get more of that, as well as just general knowledge on things. Victor's having a rough day, what do you mean? Crazy work. What is... Ooh. Oh, we got treasures, guys. What is happening here? I could look for frogs, if that's worth anything. I don't know if that does anything important, but it's cool that you can do that, I guess. There's all kinds of fish. Crazy. Oh yeah, sonar, you should look for a job while you're on the computer. Let's see. I don't remember exactly how you do that. Oh, there we go. Career, find a job. What happened to you? Who were you talking to? Who is that? You're just flirting with a random guy you just met? What are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna do business for him, I think. Or I could do tech. There is like a tech guru thing. But honestly, business makes sense. Let's do that. Mailroom technician. That's not quite what I had in mind. Who the fuck is Travis? Why are you talking to that man? No, don't do that. You just met him. Jesus Christ, what? Malevola, scare the man away. Can you get him out of here? I want this man gone. Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? Thank you, Mal. I cry. What was that? Yeah, let's go ahead and do... Yeah, they can gossip. Why are you flirty? What's happening? I don't like that at all. Well, I should be paying attention to their needs, actually. Let me do that. Okay, Amp's good. Mal is also good. Sonar is good too. Okay, everyone's alright. What did you do? I was not looking for 5 seconds. What did you do? Yeah, they can talk shit about the corporate goons. That sounds like something they would do. But yeah, that's gonna have to do it for today's Sims episode. Do I need to save? Is that how this game works? Yeah. Cool. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1 of Dispatch in The Sims. I'm super excited for this. I can't wait to make the other guys next time. I think episode 2, I'm gonna do the next group, which will be Flambe, Coop, Punch Up, and Prism. So that'll be next time. He'll get to see those 4 get added to their own household. Hopefully, actually, I don't know if I'll have the funds to be able to get them a house where they all fit. I'll have to see. If not, I'll build up money in this household for a bit, and then I'll do that. But we'll see. I haven't played The Sims in so long, I kind of forgot how it works. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining. And stay tuned for episode 2, which will probably come out next month. Or, yeah, honestly, I don't have the time this month to record another one. So yeah, next month, you'll see another episode where I get to the other group. Thank you all next time. Bye.